How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Leonard Bernstein.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Night of the Living Podcast. Our final installment on the Apocalyptic Theme. We'll be discussing our patron, Iona's pick, 28 Days Later.
Starring Sandra Bullock and Viggo Mortensen. It's a touching story
That
about
joke.
Rehabilitation.
The joke never gets old.
It never does.
That's Kelley.
Hello.
Mikey B is here.
I'm Mikey B.
Amy's here.
You bet your sweet ass.
I'm Freddy. And we've all slept 4-ish hours.
4-ish.
I probably got a good
5-ish.
6.
I don't think that's possible.
Nope.
It's absolutely possible.
Really?
Yeah.
He has a time portal in his home.
Yeah.
How would it not be possible?
If you had watched the movie.
Oh, I didn't rewatch the movie.
Oh, you son of a
I
bitch.
saw the movie like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 8 times.
Oh my
that
gosh.
does. Okay, if you've seen it 8 times.
Yeah, I got
I've watched that
20
movie a
more.
lot of times.
Behind
Yeah.
the curtain.
And I'll be reviewing You Might Be the Killer for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette. If you have a working TV on top of a non-working TV,
And a dead body next to it.
you might be the killer.
Oh,
Oh.
Snizap.
Oh no.
Patreon, we love you.
Yeah, we do.
Latest episode of Origins, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmassy. I recorded a special Christmas poem to open that particular episode, so
It was-
if you want to hear it,
It's brills. You should join Patreon
Patreon.com.
just to hear it.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/NOTLP.
$1 gets you.
Makes you holla.
It makes you holler.
$1 gets you the head, the tail, and the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get all kinds of extra
yeah.
content for $1 a month. Including Night of the Comic, we just did an episode where we made our own comic movies.
Oh, what
We
was yours?
pitched them.
Just as a.
Mine was
A tease.
Eric Powell's Hillbilly,
Oh,
which is a comic I really enjoy.
yeah, nice.
And it was fun to hear the boys' ideas as well.
They're back in town.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm real excited about Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, it
And
looks great.
They used
Oh,
that
yeah.
song in the trailer.
Looks a lot of fun. Looks like a
It
lot
made
of
me
fun.
laugh. It looks like they both have returned to form.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and
I'll reserve.
Did
John
John
C.
C.
Reilly.
Riley ever drop out of form?
no,
so good
John C.
together.
Reilly's always great.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell is not always great.
Agreed.
Um,
Sometimes he is.
but when they're together, they're usually pretty great together.
Yeah.
So I can't wait.
I don't require Will Ferrell to be perfect. I'm not saying he has to,
Mm-hmm.
but I am a little tired of the shtick. That's just me. And he doesn't require me to love him at all times.
I've had enough of a break
Working on it.
from the Will Ferrell shtick to appreciate it again.
Oh, so I'm at Target the other day.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of pops, Funko Pops, And
Yeah.
I'm looking through what they have to offer. And they got a double pack of the cheerleaders from Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, you
Oh.
got trouble.
And I'm like, huh,
You're blowing bubbles.
that's still
That's
That's
still out there.
There's a Funko for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably Funkos of us and we don't even know it.
Yeah.
Here's a Funko and you don't even know it.
Oh, you know what? Was
I'm
also,
still waiting on my Chico and the Man Funko Pops to come in the mail, and
Or what
Barney
was-
Miller,
What in the Bean?
freebie in the bean.
Freebie in the Bean.
They also had in this section with the pops, the He-Man horror action figures.
Yeah.
They
He-Man
took-
horror.
They took the He-Man mold, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and they made Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So they're like jacked.
Yeah.
Leatherface is wearing his apron.
I love He-Man. I
But
love
jacked.
about this.
Yeah, like he'd done roids.
Yeah.
He ate some people who took roids.
Oh,
Speaking
human
of
growth
action
hormone.
figures,
That's a weird set of toys. I just want
He-Man.
no. The He-Man horror.
Oh.
It's real. Who made it? Funko makes them.
yeah, Funko makes them.
It's real. Like Google
Okay.
it. He-Man.
You can put in like
Horror.
Masters of the Universe horror action figures.
And they use this. It's just strange.
Just feels brilliant.
It is a
Sure.
weird crossover. It's a very unique thing.
But you're just
Yeah.
like, Why?
It's like if
'Cause it's
WWE
fun.
wrestlers dressed up as those characters for Halloween.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I just thought I'd
They have
tell
such
you.
defined quads.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're big dudes.
Yeah.
He-Man.
Action figures. John Wagner, thank you for the Star Trek: The Next Generation action figures.
Because he knows I've been watching it. I love it. And he's a huge fan. And he has 8 billion
Yeah.
action figures. But like he gave them to us. He's like, I got some extras. Here you go.
8 billion?
Billion.
Not just billion?
Yeah.
Buh.
Holy shit.
And
Well, you went into a secret lair.
yeah, the secret lair. But he said I can't take them out of the box. I have to give them back to him if I want.
He looks.
If that's what I'm gonna do.
John made eye contact with you when he said that to search for your to search your soul to make sure it was true that you would leave him in the package. He was looking
I'll
for.
do
like,
it.
He was like,
You'll
should
do
I?"
what? You'll get him out of the package?
No, I'll
No,
leave
she'll
them
leave him
in there.
per John's wishes.
But I
Yeah.
don't want to. I want to get them out and play with them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, am I? I'm
No.
not that person. Mike, you look horrified.
No. I
Oh.
like to get my toys out and play with them.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm a grown ass.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. I'm kind of that way too. But when someone gives you something, they're like, it has to stay in the package,
Yeah.
and then they stare at you for a minute, like it's gonna stay in the package.
And you're like, I'm in your basement right now.
Yeah.
You're in my basement.
But he's giving me the look. I feel guilty for every toy I've ever busted out of its package.
Yeah,
That is one-
I finally took. Somebody once gave me a Danger Girl, one of the like limited Danger Girl action figures. I kept it in the package for a long, long time, and then finally, I decided to like just give it to one of my kids and
Yeah.
let them take it out of the package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you found out it was worth a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like an episode of Married with Children after that.
I kept kicking myself, but I couldn't do it.
You're like, yeah, we need a new stove, and if only we had the money. Oh, my old Tank Girl action figure did with quite a bit of a change there, pig.
We've been watching too much. Married with Children.
So thanks again to the Wagners had Amy and me out for dinner and games, and we had a great time, and Sarah was wonderful and made us a really nice dinner.
Very nice people.
They are the sweetest people,
Yeah.
and their kids are fun.
Oh.
Their daughter farted on me on purpose, and it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
What games did you play?
Dixit.
Dixit.
Oh,
And,
can you talk about it?
well, John sent me a message. He was like, you ever played Dix? It just said you ever played Dix. And yeah, it made me laugh.
It's a good game.
Have
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, but it didn't say Dixit, it just said Dix.
It's like a it's a very like philosophical and dreamy game.
Right.
It is.
Right?
You guys
Like,
go into a dream state?
We did. We were in a fugue, complete
Yeah.
and total.
who knows what I did?
I really
Can
like
you
that
explain this game a little bit? Because
It's okay. It's all imagery,
it is.
and you're given like a person will look at their cards, and they're all like, imagine Van Gogh paintings, and you're looking at them, and you're like, which one of
Very
these? What do I
dreamy.
think of when I see this? It's very much like a Rorschach test. What do I think of when I see this painting? And you're like, okay, I think of Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Okay, so then you're like Myrtle Beach, and then everybody picks a card they think
From
Well,
their own hand.
from their own hand of paintings that will fool everybody into thinking that it's the card I picked that means Myrtle Beach. And then you lay them out and you guess based on your guesses whether you're right or not. You advance.
Ah.
You're trying to split the room though, because if you're
Yeah.
too obvious and everybody picks the
Oh.
card that is Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
then you don't get points.
Oh no, but I do love Split the Room.
One of the
Rooms
paintings I
was
had
fun.
was like a cat wearing a smock, like a shirt and boots, painting.
Mm.
What did it remind you of?
And I said Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Did everybody guess that one?
No, actually, I think I did
Uh,
pretty good on that
nice.
one. But
That was a
I
tough one.
Puss in
lost
Boots.
miserably.
For those board game fans out there, if you like Dixit, check out Mysterium.
Oh.
Recommend from Mikey B.
Zang.
Is
Kinda
it also dreamy?
It's got the same kind of dreamy art. You're trying to figure out like who did a murder by, and there's a psychic, and the psychic's putting out those kinds of abstract cards to lead you in a
shit.
direction.
It's
So,
like Psychic Clue.
Psychic Clue.
Yeah, they
should
can-
call that
they have an app of it
Dead
now,
Zone the
too.
game.
They what?
They have an iPhone or an iPad app for that game where you
I
can
love
play
that
it on
art.
there.
Mysterium?
It's actually really good
Yeah.
art.
It seems
Yeah.
like it'd be a lot of fun. I've never tried it.
Mysterium.
You have it.
Well, yes.
He's like, the simple answer is yes.
I have lots of things. I
You have
love
everything.
I love them games.
Everything that's nice is yours.
Kelly was going to say something. I just want to make sure he got to say it since you guys wouldn't shut up.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Mikey B, he made his chili in the Instapot.
I did.
Yeah, I'm glad
And it
to
was
hear
decent chili.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Instant Pot's great.
Yeah, I loved it. I had some issues. I had a burn alert come
Right.
out, but I've heard that's a common thing.
Yeah, you just have to get used to it. You get used to
used to that
cooking
burn
in
alert.
Instant Pot. And
Hey,
So-
woo, bird alert.
I'll get
Y'all are
some
fucking losers.
Oh,
that was a sick
boom.
burn.
Woo,
So-
woo.
Burn unit
Did
just
you-
came through.
Did you brown your meat before you put it in there?
Oh my god.
I actually, I think we had the same conversation. Yeah, no, I did not.
So you let the Instapot. How does the Instapot brown your meat?
So you put your meat in the pot without
Yeah.
the lid on, and you hit the simmer mode.
Oh,
And
so,
so,
before you add the other ingredients.
Before you add the other ingredients, you can cook it right in the pot.
That's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, it was. The only
Yeah.
other thing I wasn't sure about is they're supposed to, I guess, like a little thing that's supposed to pop up,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I didn't really see it pop up.
It's real small. You gotta you know.
Yeah.
It is though.
You want
It's-
to play dicks?
Bird alert, bird alert.
Oh, no.
Your little thing is small.
when it pops up.
no.
Oh no.
Sick.
Oh, I forgot. Besides dicks, we played Ha Ha Mustache.
Don't know that one.
It's a fun game. It's you have a deck of cards and each one has a mustache on it
Of a famous person.
of a famous person's mustache, and then on the side you see when you're holding the mustache up like a mustache to your face, you see 5 clues that get the first one's real obscure, the last one is the most obvious clue, and whoever guesses it, if someone guesses it with the least obvious clue, they get like 5 points. It was really fun. It seems like it wouldn't work. But it does. It works.
It works.
Woo, woo. Freddie, you're very simple.
Yeah.
Bird alert.
Oh,
Yeah, bird.
gosh.
I don't take that as an insult.
I'm so
Again.
worried about the burn alert coming
You
through
should.
and hitting
I
me.
know.
It could happen at any time. That alarm just goes off.
And then a little thing pops up.
Or, it'd
But
be
you might not
more
see it.
dramatic in your situation. It might be a bird alert.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That was
Bird
sort of a
alert.
burn alert of its own.
Yeah.
Kelly, okay, so
Kelly was just going to leave it there. He was
he
like,
was texting with us about something, and he's like, there's a bird in my house. And Freddie and I were on our way somewhere. We had to leave the house, and I'm like, we're right next to it. Like, he's home alone. He's scared. Should we go help?
weren't we on our way to play games?
Well, we were on our way to the Wagner's. And so I'm like,
Kelly's in peril, but we got to make
I
it to
asked
dinner.
Freddie, I was like, should we go? Or we were right here. Should we go help? But I did not want to help you with the bird in your
No,
house.
I wouldn't want to help me either.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
But Freddie's like, we gotta go.
It's flying around.
And we were like, oh, Elise is on her way home.
I was worried it was going to hit me in the face.
Well, the funny part is it all played out on like
Am
in
I a bad
text
friend?
that you
No.
you sent that group text out,
Yeah.
and we were just kind of. It was almost like that.
It was like an SOS.
Yeah.
To the world.
Or it was like that episode of Seinfeld, like the last one where the guy's getting robbed and they just stand and laugh and make fun of him. And
I
then they
mean,
end
we
up
did
going to jail.
laugh. But I was like, I would.
If there was a
I
good
would
Samaritan
cry.
law.
I feel like in the future, if you really think you're in peril, you probably need to tell us you need help.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
no,
I
I
was just
could
kind of
say-
like, that's kind
It
of
was
funny.
more of a point of interest than a help me text. I just wanted you to know there was a bird in my house.
Fun fact: I'll be dead in 30 minutes.
Well, it wasn't a velociraptor in my house. It was just
Yeah.
a bird. But
Did the door handle start jiggling?
yeah, it was smart. It was a smart bird.
Clever girl.
Yeah. It was a little nerve wracking though. I was afraid it was gonna fly into my face.
It was like, tweet, motherfucker.
It kept running into the mirror.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of bats, Kelly?
No.
Oh.
But again, if I had a bat flapping around in my living room, I'd probably be nervous that it would get scared and hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not afraid of bats.
So you don't like anything with birds flying at your face.
I don't want things flying at my face.
There goes your social life.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh.
I think
Burn
bats
alert.
are adorable,
Yeah,
Yeah.
bats are adorable.
especially the flying foxes.
Mm-hmm.
But I do get that I wouldn't want to handle one because of all the disease.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're crawling in AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They have all kinds of stuff.
Well,
They
that's
have
a
the-
disease.
Yeah, they got everything. You name it.
Pink eye.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Yep, OCD. Legionnaires.
Bell's palsy.
Yeah. Epstein-Barr.
Boson Hicks.
Plague.
The common cold.
Hiccups.
Social
Fatty
anxiety
acids.
disorder.
Gently's finger.
What?
They've got Gently's finger.
What's Gently's finger?
It's a finger disorder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For
Is
real?
it for real?
No.
That sounds so real.
I know.
I'm afraid you have Gently's finger. Named after Lord Thomas Byron Gently, the first to experience Gently's finger.
Yeah.
Tragically.
It's where your fingers invert.
Oh my gosh.
It's like pulling the fingers through a glove.
Yeah, you can find like an old painting of Sir Thomas. Whatever did I say his name was?
Yeah.
Thomas Byron Gently.
Gently.
Yeah.
And it's a painting, and he's got one glove pulled off, and
Yeah.
he's got inverted fingers in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
They just go into your hand.
Yeah, they just pop back into your hand. It's the surgery to just, but I mean, it's pretty easy. They just use little hooks.
Do you think
And they go in and they
Yank them back out.
yank them back
in the
out.
picture, the painting of Lord Gently, he also has whippets, those dogs. The like,
Oh,
buddy
definitely.
Paul has but there's two of them, and he's got a broken hunting rifle where it's open, so he can load the hunting rifle
Yeah,
over one arm.
he's wearing a deer stalker.
And then there's just a bunch of shotgun shells on the ground around him because he can't get them into the gun.
He can't.
Because of his inverted fingers. There's a fireplace gently burning in the background as well. And he's like, "No pheasant tonight" is the name of the painting
Mm-hmm.
because he can't load his gun because of his disease.
That's exactly right.
And his whole family starved.
You knew about it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Good.
So
So then
Yeah.
Yeah.
what happened
Yeah.
was I'm tired.
Bats
Are
are
you
riddled
tired?
with diseases.
Oh, okay.
That's what we said.
Any
just to sum up,
any exciting things? Any news? Anything?
We had
need to-
our annual podcaster Christmas party
We
last
did.
night. We drank a lot of wine.
office party.
oh yeah,
Office
Yeah.
party.
Kelly was sitting on the copy machine taking,
pictures of my butt and balls.
and they passed him around the office. And he
Yeah.
doesn't even know, when he got the picture, he didn't even know it was his.
Yeah, well, people had drawn like faces on it and stuff, and I
And
was,
celebrity mustaches.
yeah, I was trying to guess who it was.
I was like, Freddie Mercury.
and they were like, "Do you recognize this?" And I was like, "Who is it?" They were like, "You look real close." I was
Real
like, Who
close.
is it? And then I was like, "Oh, that's my ass and balls."
Ah.
It was pretty fun.
So yes, we celebrated.
We got to go to Scotty's.
Yeah.
Scotty's is a restaurant in Cincinnati, downtown Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Run by the Fratellis.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they have a basement with a deformed brother in it
Yeah.
down there.
But also good Italian food.
Oh man,
Fantastic Italian
I had
food.
such a great steak.
steak.
Great sausage.
That's how you celebrate, kids.
I went meatless this year
Yeah, you did.
for the first time since I've ever been to that restaurant.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel about it?
I loved my meal. I had the manicotti.
No regrets, huh?
I love ricotta cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's the shit.
Would if they
Like
if
you
it like
What?
if it came in a tube, you know, like the little bags that they squeeze icing out of,
Oh.
but it was ricotta.
I love
Would
it.
you put it in
though.
your mouth?
No, I need it with other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I don't eat.
I guess you don't love it as much as you made it out. Like
I guess I didn't. You know, if you say ricotta cheese and riddled with disease, that sounds like that's like a tongue twister. Or
it
yeah.
is, or like a line from a rap song.
It could be.
Rapping.
Rapping.
What were you gonna say, young?
I don't
Young
remember.
Michael?
Nope.
I hate you.
I love you.
Oh,
Now what?
I've been healed.
Oh.
dramatic
better now.
conflict.
Did
All
your
my
heart
rage is
grow
gone.
3 sizes?
At least.
Okay.
Ooh.
An enlarged heart.
Your,
Isn't good either.
need
your
to-
heart needs to go on keto.
He's too big, you know.
It's too big.
It's got to go down a few pant sizes.
Just a few.
Your heart wears pants. That's a cute picture. Heart with pants on.
If you go to
It has to
Cincinnati
go down 3 sizes.
Yeah.
and eat at Scotty's, make
Yeah.
sure you go to the bathroom.
Wink.
That's what I was gonna
Just
say.
for the experience. I
Just for
love
the
the
experience.
sink. It's such an old building. The sink is up in the men's room, is under your chin.
Mhm.
So you wash your hands is really funny.
Yeah.
You could just lean over and put your face in the sink
There was
without bending over.
I had an awkward moment in the basement though, because there was a guy that had this casts. Both of his arms were in casts.
But he had I'll teach him to mess with the Scotty family.
Well, he was in front of me.
How's he supposed to wipe his ass?
Okay, well, there you
Hopefully
go.
He wasn't shitting.
He was in front of me, and then he looked at me and he said, "Hey, you go first, because it's gonna take me a while to like
Find my revolver and get revenge for this.
yeah." And so then I was peeing the whole time. I'm like, should I offer to help?
Oh,
No!
What if his hands were?
He should bring a helper.
Are they the casts that have like the brace that run down to
you
the
guys
body
didn't see
part?
him? He was
No.
like up like that.
No.
Well,
I
I
love
wasn't.
this.
I might offer to watch because it'd be funny.
I
Yeah.
felt bad, but I didn't.
What
I
happens
didn't.
if his pants fall down to his ankles? Does he have to like hobble back up the stairs like
With his ding dong
with his
out.
ding dong out?
You
I
gotta
probably
bring a
wouldn't
helper.
I probably wouldn't even considered it if it hadn't been for all that Scotty's wine. But
What if he was like
Well.
Buffalo Bill?
hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, my arms are up here. Maybe you can
Well, the way he said it was kind of like he needed
Yeah.
some help or some assistance. I don't know.
Was he
He's
like,
just
"A
weird.
little help
He just didn't know how to
here."
ask.
It didn't help that I was already like felt like I was in the Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you need some help, and then you would have put that in a shine box or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Tommy
There was a lot of drinking last
Why you
night.
think I can't piss because I can't reach my dick and I can't pull my pants back up? You think I'm some sort of clown because my pants are around my ankles but my arms up here and there's no possible way I can get my pants back up around my waist and cover my penis and my balls if I have to go back up and finish Christmas dinner with my family? Is that what you're laughing about?
That was award-winning moment. You need an award. I'm getting you an award for that.
Special rondo.
He's an
The
award
Lifetime
winner
Achievement Rondo.
I'm getting you some ricotta cheese.
for ridiculousness.
I want a reward that's carved out of ricotta cheese, so they
Yeah.
have to freeze it. I
A
guess.
statue. You want like a statue of Winona Ryder that Edward Scissorhands carved out of ricotta cheese?
Oh my gosh.
I want it.
It's a complex statue.
Yeah, and everybody's just looking around, and it's all the ricotta
There's
cheese
ricotta
is raining
cheese
down
just
on them.
It would smell so
But
bad.
it's starting to melt because it's hot in the room.
No. It would snow everywhere except for around La Rosa's.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get ricotta cheese there.
No, you can't.
No.
Although
Really
they have lasagna on the menu and ravioli, but you
Yep.
can't just get ricotta on your
I
pizza.
know. For some reason, that note's been resonating with me since you said it.
It bothers me too.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about food a lot because you're weird.
Oh, snap.
The food is the life.
Yeah, well.
Food is a moment.
Speaking of life,
Mhm.
you give me life.
Oh, patrons and listeners.
Listeners, it's people in this room,
Oh.
people not listening but that like me.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Amy's
that.
feeling generous with her
Amy's
heart,
so tired.
heart thanks today.
Heart thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heart thanks.
You just did. Freddie just did the most dramatic yawning
I
situation.
thought he was sleeping goating.
What was about to happen there?
I was trying not to yawn into the microphone.
You were like spasming, and then you were like receiving
Was that like
God
a-
into
like
your
a-
heart.
Like a cooing baby on its back.
You're a strange duck,
Oh.
but I love you. Okay. Anything else before we move on?
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/NOTLB, babies.
Thank you for your continued support.
Yes.
It means the world because we still got to finish paying for those damn shirts.
You know? All right.
I'd love to see
your
pictures
lovely
of you.
awards.
I'd love to see pictures of you in your shirts.
We got
Yeah.
pictures Cassie and Jeremy.
Wear
Yeah.
pants.
Or
Shirt and
don't.
pants.
I encourage you not to, but do what you want. Do what feels right.
Wear like those 2000 millennium glasses like people were wearing
Yeah.
when Y2K happened.
I do. I would love
Wear
that.
those.
Yeah. Take us to your New Year's parties.
Mhm. My mom
Mm.
wore her shirt to work the other day,
Oh.
like a little cutie patootie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back.
Hello, boys and girls. It's time for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette.
Hey.
Hey, it's me, Freddy.
69.
69 is a funny number. I watched You Might Be the Killer,
You might be.
the new comedy horror mystery Shudder exclusive, I think.
Mhm.
Directed by Brett Simmons, who had done Husk, which is a film that we covered years and years ago. Also Animal, or I think it was Animal. Anyway,
He went from one word titles to like real long titles.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
So,
Branching out.
this is a super meta movie, which I think was a kind of a little bit of a trend for the past few years with Final Girls and all that.
And Final Girl, don't forget there's
Final Girl.
Yeah.
This one stars Fran Kranz.
Fran Kranz.
Dollhouse.
You know from Dollhouse and
Oh,
Cabin
yeah.
in the Woods. He was the stoner in Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I love that dude.
Yeah, he's great. He's the lead, Sam. He runs a camp where he brings in fellow 30 to 40 somethings who are camp counselors who.
They didn't look that old. You're being stupid.
No.
Early 20s.
He. I mean, like, yeah, no, there were some younger people mixed in there.
Yes.
They ran a camp for like with kids and stuff, but the kids aren't there yet. It's
A
very
kid camp.
like in Friday the 13th where they're setting up the camp
Yeah.
before the kids
Yeah.
get there. That's basically it.
They're putting like stuff out on the tables,
Yeah,
place settings,
exactly. Sharpening the arrows.
taking chairs down off the tables.
Exactly. You got it. This guy understands. This guy knows what I'm talking
They're
about. over here.
organizing
Yeah.
tables.
So
A lot of tables.
it opens with our main character Sam witnessing a couple of people being murdered and him fleeing the scene because he's terrified, and he ends up locked in this little tool shed, and he frantically calls his best friend Chuck, who is played by Allison Hannigan,
Aw.
and she runs a like comic book / horror shop. This is all in like Lafayette, Louisiana or something.
She could do that because she has the cred.
Yeah, she has the cred.
I would visit her store.
For sure.
She's adorable always and forever. She's finally starting to look her age a little bit, which is really fun.
Yeah, no, I get
It's
exactly
good.
what you're saying.
Yeah, like I like to see the people that I grew up watching in things age with me
Yeah, look like an adult.
and look like an actual adult. Although she is kind of like a woman child character in this because everybody who works in a comic book store in a movie is.
Yeah.
So it's that stereotype where
They're stunted.
they're a little stunted. She knows everything there is to know about horror films. That's why he calls her, because he recognizes these tropes are happening to him and he needs her guidance.
That's
to
kind of
survive.
screamy.
It's very screamy. And from there, they begin a conversation and she pieces together, wait a minute, maybe you were the killer from what you're telling me and you just don't know it. And the rest of the movie is him figuring
It's like
out.
flashbacks.
So then it's like Memento.
flashbacks, back.
Kind of like Memento. It's very tongue in cheek and
Very.
fun. It's not laugh out loud funny. So it as far as it being like a great comedy, it's not a great comedy.
It's laugh on the inside funny.
Right. It's not a great slasher film either. So
It's something.
it's slash on the inside.
It's slash
Scary.
on the inside scary.
Pause your crying. And
however-
start laughing on the inside.
However, when you blend it all together, it is a pleasant end result.
All right.
It's not great, but it's fun enough. It has a really with between the two leads, Allison Hannigan and
Fran
and
Kranz.
Fran Kranz. The two of them are fantastic. They're so strong performance wise that they can sell anything.
I thought you meant they could lift cars.
They can lift cars. You
But
know, like when their
Only when
baby's
their
trapped
children
under it.
are under them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do also like there's like you get a little vibe from Allison Hannigan where she's like acting. Yeah, I'm really naturally very good at it, but I don't need to like work super hard, and now I have a family, so this is fun. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's very easy going. The performance is very easy, and
Yeah.
it could have come off as just phoned in and lazy, but she still sells it effortlessly, which is great. And again, like I said,
Because she put no effort into it.
yeah, no effort.
doesn't
but
have to.
She doesn't have to.
I know. No,
That's
I know.
the funny part. Is like usually, that's a disaster.
See, this is all meta.
Yeah, it is very.
So she
meta.
made it look easy.
Yep. And Fran Kranz.
Fran Kranz.
Fran Kranz is great.
That's it's like a cereal I want for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Frosted Fran Kranz.
And some graham skippers. That's the best. I think that's currently my favorite name.
Come on down to Franz Crayons.
If you're listening,
Crayons.
Graham Skipper, I love your name.
And get all your crayons
Yeah.
at Franz Crayons.
If you need to
Crayons.
color your adult coloring books. Fran Crayons.
I watched this movie with Freddie. It's made by people who love slashers and wanted to do something kind of fun with it and new and different while still giving you the stereotypes you love in a slasher movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I would say it's like, you know how
It isn't perfect.
How Zombieland just fires on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Zombieland is the perfect version of what this movie could be.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's very much in the vein of like a Zombieland movie, but like more like pro-am.
Well, let's just pretend this didn't happen. We'll have Ruben Fleischer make this movie.
There you go.
We'll star Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. It's no Tucker and Dale. It's no Zombieland. It's fun though. Worth your time, I think.
Yeah, it's like the B roll for those.
Yeah.
B team.
B team.
Mm-hmm. It feels like more like sketched out,
Yeah.
less completely and totally
It's an
polished.
idea.
B minus team.
Okay.
But you done good.
So it's like a recommend.
Couple of good kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a recommend-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think it's worth a watch.
Sounds nice enough.
It's on Shudder again. Shudder.
We call that a wah. Worth a watch.
All right, lovely babies. I got a gun.
No.
Movie gun. Movie bullet. Spinning it.
Every time we play this, I feel like my chances get worse and worse.
Mike B, you're up first. You live. Andy will be back for when we do this show. He lives, though. Kelley. Oh my god. Self-fulfilling prophecy much.
Mm.
Oh, I know. I should have kept my mouth shut.
Idiot.
Self-fulfilling donut.
Mm.
What's it? Okay. I'm not
Filled
going
with more
to engage
donut.
with the donut
Yeah.
conversation. Gehenna. It's on Netflix. Developers looking for a location to build a resort on Saipan stumble into a subterranean bunker from World War II where an evil force lies in wait.
Oh.
This feels like a movie you've
How do you
already
spell
reviewed 7
Gehenna?
times.
It does,
G-E.
doesn't it?
Henna.
Yeah.
Gehenna.
Gehenna was
Gehenna.
Is this a
it's
series
biblical
of films?
place.
I don't know. I just
Is
picked it on
is
Netflix.
it Gehenna where death lives, or is it Gehenna Darkness Unleashed,
It just says Gehenna.
or is it just Gehenna? Because
Jack Gehenna.
2016.
Jack Gehenna.
Okay, does it have Doug Jones in it? Yes,
It doesn't say that, but
it's Doug Jones
Doug
Doug Jones.
and Lance Henriksen.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
They're not listed on the cast here.
He
babe.
needs to sit down.
Really?
He is old.
Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
Like
It's
just get a
where
recliner.
Did you say it's where developers are looking for a location on
Yes.
on Saipan?
Yes.
Yeah, it's them.
Oh, cool.
Patrick Gorman, Hiroshi Katagiri.
Mhm.
Oh.
Katagiri, I mean,
Yeah.
directed it.
Okay.
All right, Kelley.
Okay.
That's going to be your problem in a
You're
few
probably
weeks.
going to need to remind me.
Nah.
Why don't you set a reminder in your phone right now?
Hey Siri,
Mm.
tell Kelley to watch this movie.
My phone's in my pocket.
Hey, Alexa.
Did you fart?
No, it was my chair.
Uh huh.
I promise.
Hey Alexa.
What would happen? Mike, you have an Alexa.
Yeah, I
have you
do.
ever
She'd
just
be like,
farted audibly?
Order
No.
toilet paper.
Order
Huh.
new underwear.
I'm going to try it.
Oh, Keith David. He's also and You Might Be the Killer. He's the voice of the sheriff. I forgot to mention that.
Oh.
So there you go.
Is the sheriff never seen?
He's animated.
He's animated.
It's an animated little dog.
For some reason, he's the one animated character. He looks like Yosemite
funny.
Sam.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Just an inexplicably animated character.
For no reason.
that would make
Not
me happy.
addressed.
Cool. So we'll be right back.
This week's main attraction is Patreon's Choice. Patron's Choice. Patreon members. Patreon.
Engage with the
Crowdfunded
donut.
donuts. Iona, you
Yeah.
picked 28 Days Later.
I appreciate that because that's a movie I didn't have to rewatch.
From 2002, directed by Danny Boyle, written by Alex Garland, who also wrote Ex Machina. Highly recommend. I just finally saw that. He's had quite a pedigree. Screenplays.
Pedigree.
This one is noted for being the first feature film shot digitally, I think, right?
Why'd you look at
Fully
me?
digitally? I don't know.
Oh, Amy,
Or
because
at
you're
least
the
one-
expert.
Or at least one of the earliest ones
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like a theatrical release.
I don't think I've seen this since it came out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember seeing
Yeah.
it since. So it's been a long time. I had forgotten a lot.
It was interesting timing because like this was made prior to the 9/11 attacks,
hmm
but
Did they
it
shelve
came
for a little
out.
while?
Huh?
Did they shelve it for a little while to give it us time to breathe?
Yeah, that came out in like 2002. 2002.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
Minor robot incident.
2002, 14 months after 9/11.
Oh, okay. I thought you
It-
said 2003 earlier.
Well, it was released in the UK 14 months
Okay.
after 9/11. It was released theatrically, wide release here in the United States in June of 2003.
Gotcha.
But I remember there's a striking moment where they have all the missing person posters
Mhm.
after Cillian Murphy's character has awoken to find the world basically has ended around him. And there's that wall of missing people that's just like the wall at Ground Zero where everybody was posting for their missing family and friends. And they said had it been filmed after 9/11, they wouldn't have put that sequence in it at all. But I think it really even makes it more effective now, especially because you associate. I think all the
a layer of reality.
Yeah, it gives it a taste. It feels real.
Yeah.
This was like the beginning of the sort of zombie rebirth in the early 2000s. This was followed up pretty quickly by the Dawn of the Dead remake, then Shaun of the Dead, and then a million other zombie things.
Also sparked
The Running.
the running zombie. Even though I mean, you figure Return of the Living Dead had them, but I feel like the argument, the incessant, nerve jangling, ridiculous argument that horror fans had for like 10 years after this movie came out was really about this versus Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, definitely. I don't think anybody. I mean, I'm not sure a lot of people even remembered that the zombies ran in Night of the Living Dead.
You mean Return?
Return of the Living
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah.
They definitely didn't run in Night
It
of the
did
Living
feel
Dead.
that way. I feel like when this movie came out, Return of the Living Dead was not the movie with horror fans. It wasn't as popular as it is now.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody thought this was like the first running.
And Freddy's
zombie
out there
movie.
pushing his glasses up his nose, going, him.
I had a bunch of T-shirts with the word
Excuse me.
"actually" printed on them,
Mhm.
just to prepare.
They're not. These aren't zombies though.
They're not zombies. And that's another thing, too. Technically, they're not zombies because they're
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
They're infected.
It's a
Do they ever say for sure that they're really alive?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because they die. They starve
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah,
yeah.
at the end they were anyway.
I mean, but
spoiler alert.
But are they
Oh,
really?
shit.
Are they really living?
Are they living their best
I mean, they're
life?
just existing.
Being alive is the best you can hope for.
They're not being mindful.
Selena.
No, they're not.
This movie stars an Oscar-nominated actress, Naomi Harris. She was nominated for Moonlight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourselves. She's also Miss Moneypenny in the new James Bond films.
Oh, James Bond.
So,
Cinema.
wasn't Danny Boyle
Experiences?
also nominated for an
I'm
Academy
not in
Award?
charge of these things.
Oh, he's definitely been, well, for Train Spotting, I think.
All I did was look up her trivia because I was like, where do I know
Oh.
her from?
That's all Amy did.
Okay, so we wake up with
Slumdog.
Cillian Murphy
Mm.
and his
Beautiful face.
penis and balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then he gets up and you see his butt.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that. You get to start with that.
Yeah.
He's so young in this movie. I
Mhm.
forgot. Freddie made a really astute observation about his feelings, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I agree. You said that.
I said, well, the first time I saw this, I experienced it where these characters were really just adults in the world, but this time I realized like the main character, he's like
Kids.
a kid.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
young.
Yeah, like we're like would be his parents' age more
Yeah.
so than his age
Yeah.
now, and seeing it through that lens, I actually enjoyed it more because he felt so much more vulnerable. Also, he looks just like my nephew.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, except my nephew's got a big boil on his neck.
A Danny Boyle?
He's got a Danny Boyle. Other than that, he looks just like him.
Okay. I don't know what to do with him either.
Yeah, because when we first saw this movie, we'd have been their age, basically.
I would've been
Right.
23,
Yeah.
So it's a time capsule.
It is. And
then
Mad Eye Moody's in it.
We walk through abandoned London for a while.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
And really, the whole time I'm like, the logistics of getting this shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's why one of the reasons they shot the movie digitally is that
quick.
they could get a shot set up, get it done, and get out. And it wasn't like they had to shut down the city for as long as they would have had it
Because
been
they were
film.
very wide shots, and so a lot of space being filmed at one time where nobody could be in the shot.
And they didn't remove them digitally like they would
Yeah.
now, with a lot of like they did with so many other movies.
I just kept thinking there just must be a bunch of like production people hiding in doorways.
Yeah.
Because they're like, all right, action, and everybody hides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
If you're me. Our buddy boy, our blue-eyed,
Beautiful.
our beautiful blue-eyed boy.
He's beautiful. I love killing
His
Murphy.
eyes are something.
Mhm.
They really are.
Great cheekbones.
He runs into Jawline. What's that guy's name? Mark.
Yeah. Mark does have quite the jaw.
And Selena.
Mm-hmm.
The aforementioned Oscar-nominated lady. And they save him from. Oh, you know what? We didn't even. They save him from bad guys.
When he goes in that
Church.
church.
In the
That's
church.
terrifying. Great
That
scenes.
was a creepy ass moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
I neglected the beginning of the movie, which is how the virus gets out.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
Apes.
Apes. Chimpanzees.
Chimpanzees.
They animal rights activists.
Uh-huh.
Such a cliche.
Their hearts are in the right place.
It's very 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
And they come into
Exactly.
a facility to let the chimps go.
Yeah.
12 of them.
And the lab dude that works there is like,
They don't understand.
they're infected with rage.
They're very angry monkeys. These monkeys are very mad.
They've gone beyond cheeky.
They're not cheeky monkeys.
No,
They're full on.
This monkey is particularly pissed.
He should have told him that.
Yeah.
He should have led with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have been like, let some other animals out. These are not the ones you want to let
He
out.
kind of did.
Yeah.
Actually,
He
he
did.
did.
He said it.
He said, "Don't do this."
Yeah, but I mean,
This is a huge mistake.
I think he should have been clearer.
He should have been clear.
And this is,
More insistent.
again, another case like
Like, you're going to end the world if you do this.
like Mimic
I knew you were gonna say that.
that enrages me because it's like, just because you want to do something, like slow down, think about it, listen to the guy, maybe get a little bit more facts before you just fucking do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But don't you also feel that maybe the Mimic onus is really on the scientists? Because don't you feel like they created this
Well,
virus?
of course.
Because the
They
insinuation.
shouldn't have done that.
Because aren't they just showing these chimps the violent videos? It's kind of like a Clockwork Orange.
Are they
Well, I
doing
think
that
there's
because-
also a serum that they use or something.
Yeah.
Are they doing that because they maybe already know that there's this
I'm
virus
wondering.
and they're trying to come up with a cure for it?
They're curing it by showing them horrible videos.
Right. Or are they creating a virus?
Or
I
AFV.
don't know if we know.
Yeah, that's
Like,
weird.
it's time for the dog park. And then the chimps are like still angry, and they're like, they're still angry after we showed them AFV's dog park segment. Oh, there's no hope for them. They're going to be angry forever.
Forever angry.
Are you doing your Wallace and Gromit?
The guy, he was a Wallace and Gromit character. Yeah. The scientist.
In the flesh.
These
What?
chimps are particularly made. I showed them in Practical Jokers season 1, beginning to end. They're still angry.
I put on the wrong shoes.
In the wrong trousers.
It's the wrong trousers.
So once again, people doing things they shouldn't do.
Uh-huh.
Causes a problem.
Yes. So now we're 28 days later.
Yeah.
hmm
Um,
Sandra Bullock is just about
Mhm.
to enroll in rehab.
Mhm.
when the apocalypse happens.
Yep.
And then, so back to our beautiful blue-eyed baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's with Selena and Mark, and they're like, "Shit's fucked up. Let's go."
They
But
form
he's
a little
like-
pack.
Yeah, this is very standard zombie movie situation.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Would have been great if they started like an a cappella group instead. Like when they were forming their little pack,
Yeah.
and they're like, "There's 3 of us, and they got to find 2 more, and they have 5-part harmony, and then they create the last singing competition in a post-apocalyptic landscape."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to foster hope.
Right, and it brings everybody's hope back. And you
Gets
could have
people together.
You could cast Pentatonics and the cast of Pitch Perfect into this as well.
Tons of
Oh,
Anna
like
Kendrick.
cameos.
Tons
yeah, like
of Rebel
cameos,
Wilson.
exactly.
Yeah.
And Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey could tell everybody that this kind of music is only done with the sounds of our voices.
Yeah. It's like, we don't need instruments anymore.
We can get Ben Folds inexplicably to be a judge on a show.
And
Where
also
is
a
that
rage zombie.
show?
The singing bee.
Bring it back.
What show?
I'm going on a podium,
The singing bee.
a platform.
Is that what
No,
it
the
was?
sing off.
Sing off.
Oh, I thought it was.
I
Was
love
they
the
like the
sing
same
off.
thing?
It used to be for 3 years. It was a holiday tradition, and now it's gone. I want it back.
Mikey needs his
want 'em all
cozy
back.
sing-sings.
I need my cozy sing sings.
I'm taking them all.
I want them now. This wish is my wish.
It's Mummy's Day.
It's Mimi's Day.
We smash every inside joke we have in the.
They
Yeah.
sat Ben Folds next to Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah.
I just find that a weird mix.
That's upsetting.
I like zingers from Dolly Madison.
Yeah,
It's a rare treat.
it is good.
Hmm. They're like Twinkies, but they have icing on top.
No. I know what they are.
Dolly Madison. Isn't
Yeah.
that
I'm
the
just trying to follow.
Hostess, I think you mean.
No, zingers are Dolly Madison.
Are they?
Yeah, right?
Isn't Dolly Madison the cheating website?
No,
that's
that's
Ashley
Ashley Madison.
Dolly Madison. You've been trying to get some strange on Dolly Madison's website. You're just going to end up with snowballs. That's coconut and marshmallow and
I like
cake and
zebra
cream.
cakes.
None of these are Little Debbie or Hostess.
Little Debbie makes nutty bars,
Uh huh.
my-
zebra cakes, or zebra cakes if you're English,
Yeah.
and
Zebra Winger.
and oatmeal cream pies. Hostess makes Twinkies and ding dongs. I'm a fat guy. I know those things.
What about Otis
And
Spunkmeyer?
Dolly Madison
Cookies.
makes zingers.
I worked for Otis.
He
Did
did.
you?
I did.
So you got your standard zombie movie. Guy gets saved by a group of people who are more experienced and ready to handle this shit.
Yeah.
Except Mark fucks up.
Yeah.
Like somebody always does.
You can't hide it, bro.
Mm-mm.
Mark, you just had a long conversation about how you got to kill them if they get bit. And you got bit, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then Selena just fucking...
Did you see that meme that was going around that they said Mark Zuckerberg in the Senate hearings looked like the guy in the zombie movie that was trying to hide
Yeah.
the fact that he was bitten?
Yeah,
No.
and that's true.
It is
Yes.
true. It's funny.
Yeah, and it happens fast. This
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
this goes like once you pop, you just can't stop.
I was
Like,
Yeah.
thinking that same thing. Weird.
poor old Ben Moody doesn't even get bit.
Yeah. Mad Eye Moody just gets mad in his eye.
What did I call him?
It's
Ben
the
Moody.
saddest
Ben Moody.
freaking scene.
That's
Old Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi.
Ben Moody is somebody else. Is he from a band? What the fuck am I talking about?
Oh.
Ben Moody 5.
I feel like I just exploded.
Oh, dear.
My brain.
I just died a little.
There, one of the creepier moments in the movie, Jim, who is beautiful blue-eyed baby boy,
Mm-hmm.
Cillian Murphy, wants to go and check on his parents, and they're like, "Nah, dude, they're dead."
Everybody's dead.
And he's like, "Nah," and they're like, "They're dead, Dave. They're all dead." So they go there, and he finds his parents dead in bed. They've committed suicide together, and they're just like dead bodies.
Yeah.
And mom's just like in underwear. It's so vulnerable and awful.
Yeah. It's a very real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bummer moment.
It's
Yeah.
a
Holding
true
a
bummer.
picture of him. and-
Yeah.
It's a humongous bummer moment.
Yeah.
I had forgotten like so much in that scene in particular.
Yeah.
I guess I just
Blocked it out.
either blocked it out or forgotten
Painful.
Two of the saddest moments in horror films are in this movie, I think. That moment and then the later moment with the eye rage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you love that character.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he's the best. And then he
Yeah.
He takes it right in his mad eye.
takes it right in the
Yeah.
mad eye.
We should do like top sad moments in horror films sometimes, like when that lady's head got dunked into the deep fryer in Blood Diner and she popped up and her head was a donut.
Yeah.
And someone knocked it off with a shovel.
I'm a fucking donut.
I had an aunt that died the same way.
They stumble upon some Christmas lights. Oh, so it works for our time of year.
Yeah, it's a Christmas
They
movie.
play that Granddaddy song over that scene of them enjoying, they're all like, yay, for a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, they stumble across Frank and Hannah, father-daughter.
Mm.
The aforementioned Mad-Eye Moody, father of
The bride.
and Donal Gleason,
Mm-hmm.
who is Hux from
Yep.
Force Awakens, Last Jedi. I can do this.
Star
I
Wars.
can. The Star Wars,
Star Wars universe.
which I thought was an interesting, not really, bit of trivia at all. Burn alert, Amy, you're stupid.
He was an ex machina.
Yeah.
Isaac Asimov.
No,
Yeah.
the son of Mad Eye Moody.
the son of Mad-Eye.
Who was he in that movie?
He was the American scientist who won the contest to go stay with Poe Dameron.
Hux?
Huh?
What?
Colonel Hux?
No. What are you talking about? I was
What's
talking about Ex
happening?
Machina.
Yeah, but you're same
Yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah, same actor.
I'm not in charge here.
It's Hux that plays the coder that goes to
Yeah.
Ex Machina's
It's
house.
the same guy. Did that just blow your mind?
Yeah.
You just die a little.
Do you want me to pause this while you just kind of soak it all up?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
He's a great actor. He's in Goodbye Christopher Robin. He plays A.A. Milne. He's very talented.
Wow.
Yeah.
That kid's blonde.
Yeah, and redheaded. He goes back and forth. He was a Weasley too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Bill Weasley.
Yeah.
What?
He was a Weasley and his dad was Mad Eye Moody. Keeping it in the family.
This fucking shit just exploded.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I don't even know what's up and what's
Yeah.
down anymore.
Well, you're a wizard, Harry.
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 So they hook up with Frank and Hannah. Things are cool. They got a car.
Frank and Hannah. I just pictured like Frankenstein, but he's really into the Disney Channel. Yeah.
I thought it
And
was
he's got pigtails, but other than that, he's Frankenstein.
I
He's
thought
Frank
it
and
was
Hannah.
Frank and Hannah?
Frankenstein with henna tattoos.
Frank and Hannah and her sisters.
Frank and Hannah Montana.
That was a good one, Kelly.
Thank you. I feel like this also highlighted something that maybe people hadn't thought about zombie-wise before. I feel like this really highlighted it because they had actually their apartment was well fortified by the time the little trio shows up, or the two of them show up, and they probably could have stayed there forever, but they ran out of food and water, basically. So this is I don't know that before this people thought about that so much in like zombie siege movies, like The Long Game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this kind of made it like.
Well, I think
Well,
Frank
we-
was thinking about that. That's why he wanted to leave.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
In this movie, this is something that I think was a new idea,
Yeah.
where like you can't just hide. You have to like eat.
Yeah. And not just like candy bars every day.
No, the Maltesers.
It's also a bummer, not to skip ahead, but I'm gonna
No, please do. I don't
right to
care.
the end. This is one of those. This gives you kind of that. It's sort of like the Mist ending, where it's like if everybody could kind of look a little bit into the future and see that the infected don't eat, they're all going to starve to death.
So you don't
If you-
need to rape and kill right now.
Yeah, if you could just hunker down for like a month,
Mm-hmm.
everything will be okay, probably.
Well, they've already, when you think about it, it's been a month.
If you
And
can
they're
hunker
still
down.
alive.
For
Well-
another month.
And then you get to 28
But not-
weeks later.
But
Yeah.
to understand that there will be waves of infection,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that
Right.
eventually everybody who's going to be infected, they'll start dying off, like the balance, the gross amount.
I do love
Half-Life.
I do
Yeah.
love the moment when the military, when Chris Eccleston, right, Doctor Who, his character has set up that base that they encounter later, blah blah blah. But the soldiers are having that conversation, and one of them's like, why do you think this is happening anywhere else? He goes, we're an island nation. They've quarantined us
Yeah.
because we don't have to be doing this. Like the whole, like you're saying, wait it
Yeah.
out and everything will be fine type of thing.
Yeah.
Or everything really is fine. And we're just quarantined. And we got to make it through this.
Right.
And it's not the end of the world.
But they still, but they take that opportunity to be like, no, let's just treat it like it is,
Yeah.
so we can get some raping done.
You're going
And
to feel
eat
real
bad
stupid
eggs.
about that Brexit vote if this really happens, and then your friends in Europe aren't going to help you.
The French are gonna
Okay.
be like,
No way, Jose.
I am
That's what French people say.
a small tangent, but I'm so grateful to the British people for having a completely ridiculous meltdown of their government right now, because it just takes a little of the heat off.
Yeah, you're
Just
like, oh, it's not
slightly.
just us.
We just watched Andy Serkis's Theresa May Gollum video talking about
Awesome.
Brexit.
My Brexit.
If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. It's actually really kind of a longer video too.
Yeah.
Like it's all the pros and cons of Brexit,
Oh.
but given that in a very funny takedown
Mm.
of Theresa May.
Funny takedown.
You gotta love a funny takedown.
It is sad, so Frank gets a little bit of blood in his eyeball.
Yeah.
Damn bird.
And
it's
it's the
just-
only moment. It's like the only time Frank has a little breakdown. So it's coming
Yeah.
at the worst possible time
Yeah.
because Frank through this whole thing has been the father figure, like the champion, the super sweet guy,
Taking
and
care of everybody.
then he kind of loses it for a second. He gets angry.
He's
and
been your preacher, teacher.
Basically kicks a wall,
Mhm.
and in that moment, the blood just hits his eyeball. And
Yeah.
Freddie was saying, I
That was an
remember
unlucky
too.
shot.
It was an unlucky shot. I remember everybody in the theater.
Yeah, they
seeing that and
gasped.
going, oh,
Yeah.
because you love this guy.
Yeah.
And the movie is so bleak. So it just makes the moment even sadder. And he has that quick exchange with his daughter where you just know he has like literal seconds to say, I love you and get the fuck away from me before
Yeah.
I kill you.
Well, and she
It's
hit,
awful.
that's also a big turning point for Naomi, right? That's
Selena.
or Selena, yeah, the actor's Naomi. When she sees the father and daughter together, it softens her because she has gotten to a very
Yeah.
lizard brain mentality where she's
Fight or flight, yeah.
strictly fight or flight, and humanity is in her mind. Like she's already made that jump that humanity is not a thing anymore where we help each other. But she sees those two together, and that's the thing. I think that is her character arc.
Yeah.
She changes more than I think anybody in the movie. Any
Well, Jim.
more so than any of them.
No, I think Jim changes the most.
Yeah.
Because they do get found by a contingent of military men led by Christopher Eccleston, taken back to this kind of Downton Abbey estate,
Yeah.
somewhere in the
Country manor.
countryside. Yeah. And he's got, 9 or 10 men?
He's got more than that. It's quite a collection, right?
Yeah. And it turns out he's kind of, the reason he was broadcasting, which is the broadcast that led Frank to want to go here, was so he could get some people in and maybe get some ladies in for his fellas so they don't kill themselves. Because I think he knows that they're going to starve to death. They have one that they're kind of watching
Yeah.
that they've chained up to see how long it takes.
Yeah.
So he knows that there's a future there, but in the meantime, he wants to keep everybody happy and alive. So it's like, I promised you women. And then Jim's like, I guess I have to turn into a murder machine.
The zombie apocalypse, according to everything we've seen, seems to be a very rapey place.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I kind of had to quit The Walking Dead. It's just the unrelenting fact
Everybody's
that humanity
raping and eating people.
is it just. I prefer to think that there's more Frank and Hannahs out there if this thing's ever turned
Then rape squads.
than Negan's.
Yeah.
Fire, fabulous.
What?
Frank and Hannah.
Oh God. So that's when the girls have to put on their pretty little dresses
I have a
for the
weird
raping.
I have a weird question about the raping.
Okay.
So, what was the deal? Because like they find some. I guess Selena manages to get a hold of some, like, I don't know if it's Xanax
Valium.
or Valium, and so they at least don't have to. They can at least be a little bit blitzed during this. Why are the soldiers so against letting them just like space out while they rape them? Like, do they really just want them to be like
I don't-
super present?
They let him.
I don't think.
No, they tried to get the pills away from them.
I don't
Didn't they?
think they're not rapists in the sense of I want to dominate and do the thing that most men. It's about power, and I'm going to take what I want. It's more that they want girlfriends. I think they're guys that aren't would never have been like this.
Right. They feel like
So
it's an
they
Adam
feel-
and Eve situation.
They
I
would
think.
feel bad about
I
fucking
do.
them while they're passed out.
I think they want to give them a
Okay.
good time. I think that was sort of maybe.
Some of them.
Some
there
of
there was
them.
one that was more of
Oh yeah, he was a
a
bad dude.
traditional rapist.
Yeah, your standard.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Standard issue
Your
rapist.
yeah, the one you get in the movies and the TV and the real life all the time every day.
Gotcha.
It felt like there was kind of like looking around to see like what can we do, what's right, what's not right. Like they were just trying to check in with each other about. They all knew it was going to happen, but at the because I had that problem with like the girls are like before we take off or before we put on these dresses, can you please step out so we can change or whatever? And I'm like, they would never let them do that. And then I think Freddie had a good point. It's like
yeah, they want them to be complicit in some way. Yeah.
It absolves
want
them
the-
of some of it.
yeah.
Right.
That's common, I think, with rapists in general who ask, like, did you enjoy the rape? Like, they,
Stop
that
talking about
happens all the time. Like, that's like a common thing that they say
Yeah.
happens with, like, those cases. Ugh.
See, and then Jim's been taken. Beautiful blue-eyed baby boy has
Yeah.
been taken with the actual nice soldier. I think that had some humanity left in him. They've been taken out into the woods to be shot and killed, but they escape. And then Jim turns into a
He goes
crazy
ham.
murderous.
Yeah.
He goes ham.
Yeah.
He goes
super
country ham.
Oh shit.
He's salty.
Yeah, he is. Thick cut.
So tangy.
Mm.
I love a country. Oh, Cracker Barrel country ham.
Oh.
there you go.
Oh, now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking my language.
Mm.
Love it. I love it so much.
Had some good gabagool last night.
Fine ham
I,
abounds.
I've never seen capicola cut that thick ever.
Oh dear. Here we go again.
Yums.
I like it thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thick, like a thick slice of sausage for me is just too much. I like a thin slice.
I'm gonna tell you what though. I don't know if you could like if that was an appetizer and it was like thin sliced capicola and cheese. It'd be like I just bought a deli tray.
That's what I like.
I don't want that at a fancy restaurant.
You want a thicker slab of meat.
I want something substantial.
He wants
I mean, you could still
A
be
whiter shade of
substantial
pale.
and slice thin. You just have a bunch of slices.
No, I like the thick cut.
Yeah.
Woo!
Agree to disagree.
Bird alert! Bird alert! Are you ready? Are you ready? You guys are so fucking boring.
Accurate,
But I
accurate
love
burn.
you, and I don't mean
What?
it.
That was an accurate burn.
Yes.
I love a good antipasta.
Everything
With olives.
ends
And peppers.
with Jim, Selena, and Hannah getting out and escaping and finding an adorable little cottage off
Yeah.
in the hills.
They do the laundry.
Yeah.
She sews.
And they don't get raped.
No.
No rape.
They remain unraped. And they get out to their cottage and they've sewn a huge letters, hello.
And you see it. They foreshadowed this earlier. You just see the word hell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they hadn't finished the O yet. That's the happy ending.
Yeah. And then a plane flies over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit.
It's
None
like,
of
you
this
think
had to
they saw
happen.
us this time? And they all look at each other and smile, and they're like, what do, baby?
There is a freeze frame
With
at one
hello.
point in the movie.
Yeah.
when they're escaping from the country manor and the rape gang.
Yeah.
The car
Country Manor and the Rape Gang. It's my favorite 60s protest band.
and they Hannah drives the car through the gate.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
as they hit the gate, it freeze frames on them in the back seat.
And you're like, are they going to die?
And then you go to country cottage.
Dun, 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 dun,
Well, that's-
dun, dun.
Kind of a throwback to when Frank did it. Because Frank did that when they got the car
Yeah.
the first time around, and they all
In the
thought it was
tunnel.
fun and laughed.
They
And the
drove- he
second time
drove
around,
over all the,
Hannah's daughter does it. Yeah.
The trash heap.
Things
The
that are
trashy bespoken.
not apropos of anything, but things I think about
Mhm.
because I can't help myself. And as Kelley complained about during his Gremlin screening the other night,
Same difference.
when somebody in the audience was mentioning, well, what's after midnight? Like, is that Eastern Standard Time? Like, I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, I
do
didn't hear-
mosquitoes get the rage virus?
Oh, yeah.
Did somebody ask
Do
that during the
horses?
screening? I missed that.
Huh?
Did somebody ask about the midnight rule?
Oh,
for
yeah.
Gremlins
The,
when you had
the, the
screening?
podcast that put it on
Yeah.
continuously brought it up.
And I understand that
Like, they
they're
made
not
like
important.
a huge whole big deal
But
out
did
of it.
anybody, like, was there any consensus
Oh, a
reached?
bunch of different audience members are like, well, baby, and then
Like, it's always after midnight.
And then I just want to, somebody said that. I just want to keep screaming. It's magic. They're magical creatures.
Yeah.
Wear your white pants.
It's time-
always after Labor Day.
You know how your iPhone adjusts to whatever time zone you're in?
Yeah.
It works off that.
Exactly.
That's what you
Okay.
should have said.
Makes sense.
You'd be like, it's based on the iPhone.
It's the internal iPhone of the Mogwai.
The Mogwai adjusts to time zones.
Yeah.
We don't have to perseverate on that anymore.
Yeah.
Now,
Thanks.
again, I was thinking, because animals obviously get it. Chimpanzees got it. But they showed the rats running away.
It could have. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends maybe on the brain
Level of
function.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
maybe
the horse
apes.
family runs free,
They're fine.
Yeah.
and they're fine.
Horse
Okay.
family.
I think
run
elephants-
free.
Elephants would get it
That's what's a
because
great.
they are higher functioning.
Maybe dolphins.
Mhm.
That's a great part of a zombie novel that I really enjoy called Dead Sea, where they're very concerned
Oh, yeah.
about animals, like bugs and birds contracting the disease, because then there's no hope at all.
We were at the zoo the other night, and a little girl was walking past me, and I heard her say to her mom, like, I want to go see the aminals. And I looked at Freddie, I'm like, it's fucking animals, you dumb bitch. But anyway, when you said that,
You didn't get up in her face and go, do you mean animals,
But I'm
dummy?
like, Mom, can you just correct her?
Count your syllables.
Dear, you can see the aminals when you pronounce it correctly.
You
And then I
dumb
kicked her.
fucking shitcock. It's animals. Get some help.
Aminals. I feel like everybody laughs and thinks it's cute, and then forever she's going to fucking pronounce it that way.
Aminal, she'll never figure it out.
Darling, thank you for this delicious Paschetti dinner. And I really enjoyed going to the zoo and seeing all the animals with you tonight. Here, help me take off my panties so that you can see my hoo-ha.
He's doing a voice of a grown woman.
It's a grown-up
It's the
version
joke.
Yeah.
of the little girl
So
who
it's
never
not
outgrew.
creepy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me just a minute. I'm going to go make. I'll be sure to clean up real good.
Oh, jeez.
Front to back. You finish your Paschetti.
So yeah, maybe it's like a higher functioning kind of brain
Yeah.
is required to turn something that
Maybe
can
even a primate.
feel rage, but all
Yeah.
animals feel rage.
So you're saying that little girl at the zoo has nothing to worry about
She's
in that
fine.
rage. She can't get
She'll
it.
never be infected with the rage virus.
She's fine.
Got it.
My dogs would be fine. They wouldn't. Although they feel rage quite a bit. Mostly when Millie has a toy and Elsa wants it, or Millie's in the way and Elsa wants to walk past her. It's a thing. Yeah, fun ass movie.
Yeah. Great pick.
It was a fun-ass movie.
Oh yeah, because you see
Cillian Murphy's little buns.
Lil Bun.
He is a skinny dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, he was in that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's bulked up.
Yeah.
No, he's mostly skinny, I think,
He was in the Batman movies, right?
Yeah, he was the scarecrow.
Yeah.
because he's so skinny.
Yeah.
He's just a broomstick.
He played
We were watching,
Dr. Broomstick.
On Married with Children, Al had a stress incident, and the doctor's like, find a hobby. So Al's gonna make a vegetable garden, and he puts a scarecrow in it, but it's just dressed like Peg
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
and red hair. I need to watch other
Can you
things.
imagine, do you like to imagine Al going to, Party City to get a red wig? Going shopping for, stuff to make the scarecrow?
Go
That's
back to
creepy.
Party City,
Where you belong.
where you belong. Yeah, we did it, you guys.
We did.
We did it.
Apocalyptic.
Survived
Yeah, we
the
did.
apocalypse.
We ended the year and we ended the world.
as
Mhm.
we know it.
We did.
Leonard Bernstein.
Well, how many? So we survived this apocalypse. This one we got
This
through.
one.
Yeah.
We survived the dragons.
Yeah.
Therapy dragons.
What was the other one?
The World's End.
Did you say
Yeah,
therapy
so-
dragons?
Robots.
Robots.
Therapy
And
dragons.
we basically survived that.
Mm-hmm.
So we did good.
It was a
Everybody.
very varied
Yeah.
apocalypse, very diverse.
It was diverse.
It wasn't just one kind of apocalypse.
So we can feel good about that.
But it
We
was
brought
mostly
diversity
England.
to the apocalypse.
It was all England.
It was all England.
Was it all English?
Yeah,
Well,
we just destroyed England.
Technically, for Reign of Fire,
Scotland.
there were it was all over and
Oh.
probably World's End. But
Well, yeah,
we
but
were in England.
We were in.
Yeah. we're in England.
Yeah. How did we do that? We just did that.
Think of England. Yeah, it was accidental.
Do you think of England when you think of good apocalypse movies? Well, now you should.
Yeah.
Except for Rate of Fire. That was
Chin
not
up,
good.
think of England.
Yep, lay down, just close your eyes.
Keep
think of
calm
England.
and think of England.
Keep calm, chive on.
I must admit, and I have never taken the time to look this up, I don't know what that means.
What?
Keep calm and chive on?
That's the chive. It's just, them co-opting that. The chive is an online thing.
Oh.
It's like an online magazine. It's weird.
Oh, it's like the Onion thing?
Yeah, but it's like all sex. It's like for dude bros.
Dude bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So that's
dude
what that
onion.
means. I just see it places and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Do the English like chives?
Oh,
It's not English.
speaking of the
Do
Onion,
the Belgians like chive? What is it?
did you guys see the AV Club had the 10 best scenes from all films of the entire year? 10 best scenes?
Mm-mm.
And one of them was the pool sequence from Strangers Pray at Night.
Really?
Really?
Starring.
These two fellas in the room.
Yeah.
Starring.
We were
Wow.
integral to the plot. No.
Yep.
Wow.
So
really
congratulations to Damien and Louis Pullman and director Johannes and
Nice.
producer John and producer Jamie and all of the
John
people
Boy.
involved.
Maybe it surpassed the original in quality.
I thought that was really that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's
It
a big
is a
deal.
big deal.
That pool scene was
Congratulations.
awesome.
It was
It
awesome.
was good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my lovely babies. Before we say hi to our beautiful Beelzebubs, everybody's beautiful.
Beautiful.
In their own special way.
Housekeeping. We're gonna take housekeeping. Not dog. I'm in the shower.
Taking a shit.
We're gonna take next week off. So no new show next week, but we'll still pump out an Origins for you. And then we're gonna come back with the rear end before the new year begins.
Mikey's rear end's about to open.
Get your rear ends ready, and then we're gonna start with Podcaster's Choice,
Abba dabba.
and where we all just pick a movie we want to inflict on each other,
Yeah.
or you just feel like watching.
Yeah.
I've picked mine. Kelly, you're up first, so are you ready?
I've got a couple choices I'm cycling through. I'll
Okay.
decide.
All right, flip a coin.
But
Rapid
it's not.
cycling.
I'm not inflicting. It's always good.
Always. If Andy picks what he wants to pick, I will still love him, but I will punch him in the nuts. But I'll leave that mystery.
Nut punch.
I like the
Well,
way he
that and
teased it. Just
mysterious.
he's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll.
Maybe I secretly hate all of you. You know how he does. All right. We're going to start with our Beelzebubs that are at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry
Potter.
Those are the only
Hooter.
two ways you can say Harry Potter.
Jeremy and Cassie, I hope you're having fun with your butterbeers.
Oh.
Yep.
Hope your cauldrons aren't too leaky.
Ooh.
Never enough with
Uh,
some patrons like you.
Then we have Jimmy B.
Jimmy B.
I hope you're at a fun theme park too.
Yeah.
I also hope you're not being chased by infected rage.
Yeah, that's probably good. Deadeye Moody.
Oh.
Deadeye Moody.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was a good one.
Nobody knows.
It felt very natural.
Amanda.
You like that? That's for you, Amanda.
Dale.
Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost for Dale.
Mandy.
Mandy, Nicolas Cage, featuring Nicolas Cage. and the
Mandy,
Cheddar
you're Canadian,
Goblin.
right? What
Yeah.
kind of theme parks do they have in Canada?
Mapleland.
I know they have Canada's Winter Wonderland.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, because it's one of our. It's connected to Kings Island. It's in that same.
Oh, in that same family seat affair.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of logs.
Adam.
Adam. Was it?
No, we gotta stop this.
No, I love it.
Brooke.
Push it further.
Ernest.
Ernest. Can I be frank with you, Ernest? And you'll be earnest with me, Frank.
Treat Alex.
I want you both to put on these dresses. Clean yourselves up.
Make sure you're good and sober,
Ooh.
so you can really get everything out of this.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't like it. Brandon Boo.
Brandon,
No.
I still have your shirt.
Yeah, we have it.
It has
So there you
snot
go.
all over
If
it.
you want your shirt,
So
meet us at the post office with $1 billion.
so I can either give that
$1
to
billion
you.
or $1 billion.
I can give that to you in person.
Mm-hmm.
You just let me know, or I can mail it to you, whatever you prefer.
Find the
Isn't it
house
fun-
with the flashing Christmas lights.
I'm using this segment to directly resolve a person-to-person scenario.
No other way.
Because this is the best format.
There's
for that.
no,
Simply the
no
best.
other way.
So I do it.
Bill.
Bill,
Bill.
can you pick up some milk on your way over, please? 2%. I'm splurging.
It's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
Blake.
Peace on earth.
Goodwill towards Blake.
Blake is man.
What?
My name is Bing. Hello, I'm David Bing.
Mark.
Merry Christmas as well. I dress as a woman on occasion too.
Say hi to Mark.
Hello, Mom. Milk on earth. Bum-bum-bum-bum.
Finally. Alice.
You know, I own this place. They think so, but no, it's a lease.
I hope we were recording that whole time.
Wouldn't that be funny if we weren't?
Nope.
Oops. No, I'm just kidding.
I need medicine.
Oh, God. All right, everybody. How'd we do?
Thank you.
Merry Christmas if you celebrate.
Murray, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Whatever happens during this time of year for you,
Indulge in the convivialness.
Peace on earth.
be happy during it.
Have
Yeah.
a nice candlelit spaghetti dinner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Change into something more comfortable. Go to the library.
Mhm.
Check out the Caramel Sutro.
I'd like to ask about that.
Maybe you should.
All right, I love you. Bye.
I know.
Frankenstein was wondering if he